Hello everyone, welcome to this session. We are still discussing about the web development. So far in our previous video, we saw the activity one. We saw how you can create your own web page. At first, we saw how you can open a notepad, then writing some HTML, then how you can save a notepad in this notepad document. As we said that you have to save it. When naming there, you have to save it at dot HTML, then you'll be able to access it through your browser. Then we also saw how you can write various codes, these HTML codes. So today let's move on further in this activity two. We'll be seeing how you can write more of these some HTML codes. So these some of the HTML codes I've just prepared them. I will explain them how I've prepared them, and in them you'll see the various HTML headings, whereby we said that there are various headings. There's H1 up to H6, whereby they are in descending order, whereby starting from the first, that is the H1 to the H6, from the top one, the H1, it means the size of the text becomes larger, while when you're moving downward to H6, the size becomes smaller. So you see them as well when we'll be seeing how I've written all the HTML codes. Then we are going to see how the various HTML paragraphs can be seen in these HTML uh, codes, whereby you can see them or they can be displayed in our web browser. Then we'll later on see the HTML links, whereby in this video, I will illustrate how you can create a simple link from one HTML notepad document to the other one, whereby they can be seen in a single web page, whereby when you click the link, it moves on, or it just gets to the next web page. So that's clear. So let's dive into it. Uh, Here I've prepared some of my documents. I've prepared this activity too. But first, let's open the notepad. Now, here's our notepad. Now, how I've prepared that, I've just already saved them .html. So just to view them, the codes, you can simply put this file to the notepad, and here are our codes of our activity two. So in this activity two, there are various codes, and I've just written just an example of how whatever it is in this activity two. So here are our HTML codes, starting with the open ones that shows this is a HTML document. You have to write the HTML, opening it and closing it at the bottom. Then there's head, within head there's a title. I've put here my title, that is my web page. Then I've added something different from my past activity, whereby there's a body, but there's a background color whereby I've put this kind of color, gray, but you can choose any color which you want. Then from there, the first text, this introduction to web page, I've just encoded it with the H1. Then there's MAQ. This MAQ, it enables the text to move, and it's just generally I've specifically directed it, maybe its speed or its direction, but generally it means that the movement of the text will be moving from right to left. Then I have also put this code that is U, that is for the underlining of this text, and I've crossed them. Then the next one, I've put this H2. Here we are seeing the other HTML headings, whereby the H2, you see how the size I've decreased, they've decreased, and here is a simple text which I've written. Web page is a document commonly written in a hypertext markup language, HTML, that is accessible through the internet or the other network using an internet browser. Then I've posed these codes here. Then there's paragraph. I've used here HTML paragraph. And in this paragraph, I've put also the text should be in the H2 headings. And here, as few of the text which I've written, a web page is accessed by entering your URL address, and they may contain text, graphics, and hyperlinks to other web pages. identifies website, a set of related web pages located under a single domain name, or this is the question of related web pages, including multimedia content typically identified with a common domain name and published on at least one web browser. So this is just few of the text or whatever I've just put in my web page. We'll see how it looks like. Then of course, then last but not least, there is something here which I've added also. uh, there's a link, HTML link, and here is how you can put a link whereby in your web page it will appear a certain kind of a link whereby that link, when you click it, will move on to the next page. And here's a link you can put it by this code, and I've directed specifically which kind of file will be directing that kind of a link. Here it is, more details with HTML with the specific headings, that is H2. Then I've closed it, and the more details is what will appear, that kind of a link in our web page. And last but not least, also I've put an image. Now here you can simply put an image in HTML, and it will also appear in your web page. But I've just put dimensions, and here between this space here of the quotes, I just see specifically the source of the image, then body close, then HTML close. Now we've already seen this activity to notepad, this HTML codes. Now let's see how it will appear in our web page. If you click it using your default browser, so it will open exactly like this. So this is what I've done. This is what I've created from the HTML document from the notepad. And as you can see here, all these are just available, and they can be seen here. This Mercure here, there's also everything around here, uh, whatever I've written. And if you want to access any codes that are within a given web page, simply you can use a shortcut that is Control U. So if you click Control U, you simply obtain the various codes that you are used to create that page. And here are the codes that have been used. Now, here we've seen that there's this like a frame for the image, but also there's a link here. If you click this link, you move on to the next page, and this is the next page. But this other page, I've created it also within the same location as the first page using the other notepad. Let's see it. Here, this one, I've created it. Let's see how it looks like in the notepad. Here is the linked up page, and here are the various posts which I've used just few like the first one, but I've used the specifically various headings here. There's H3 typically for all these texts here, and there's mostly like that, and there's a title here with the center, then bold, then underlined. So that's what I've used. And also the body background color is yellow. That's the color which you've seen at the background of this page here. Yeah, so I hope that's clear. And if you want to see the codes, simply use Control U. You see the codes that have been used to create this kind of a page. And here they are. They look likely the same, as you can not view them, or you can see them in your notepad. So far in this activity two, as we've said, we'll discuss about the writing some HTML containing various things, various HTML headings, HTML paragraphs, and HTML links. Then also there's HTML image, which you've seen how you can put it there. I hope that's all clear, and thank you. That's all I have for this session. So that's all I have for this session. In our next session, we'll move on to the other HTML codes to see how you can prepare them and how you can view them in your web browser. Hope that's all clear, and thank you.